ladies and gentlemen, to the Off the Muta Scale Wrestling Podcast.
It is your trio that is enjoying some coffee bean right
I'm
now.
not. You guys didn't get me any.
I'm not
you
enjoying
ask?
shit
You
because
didn't even.
Well, to be fair, Brian took me.
That's true.
And we got it for free
We
because
got
the
it for
machine
free,
got
too.
fucking broken.
Yeah.
You didn't even ask.
I got
hacked
invited.
The machine.
Oh my god. You drove him.
That's true.
Well, he offered to pay for shit.
Oh my god.
So, am I going to say
Brian,
no to free
Brian
stuff?
with his crypto bucks.
What? Crypto bucks?
Yeah.
I hacked the ATM thing.
Yeah.
The POS.
Oh, got it.
Like
Okay.
on the spot with my like phone.
No,
and
I just
everything.
meant like you're rich now with your crypto dollars.
I don't have any crypto dollars.
No, you sold them.
The IRS is listening, Austin.
Oh, man. Brian has
shit.
1,000 Doge coins.
Oh man, only 1,000?
I had a lot more than that.
A nice. Here's a nice $5.
Basically.
Get out of here. Anyway, to cover actual wrestling, we are covering WWE Monday Night Raw on the
15th.
Yes. February 15th.
Man, this Raw.
Yeah, this there's one particular thing in this Raw that makes this one of the best Raws so far of the last year and a half. For sure.
One thing.
One particular thing.
Come on, Brian. I'm
Trying
sure-
to guess what that is.
You know what it is.
I might.
You might.
I might.
It's one of the most ridiculous things they've done in forever.
Yeah. Okay.
This is like Attitude Era levels of
No.
nonsense.
Yes. Of course.
And I absolutely love it.
I was like, yep. When it happened, I was like, yep. That's
We
awesome
all
right there.
popped off super hard.
Really.
Yeah.
All of you are degenerates.
Good.
It's
all of you.
fucking hilarious.
I mean,
Anyway.
I popped off pretty hard too.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, Monday Night Raw, February 15th. We start with Miz TV, and his special guest is WWE Champion,
Drew.
AEW Champion.
Andy.
Yeah.
Thanks, JR.
Did he what?
He called John
Kenny.
Moxley the WWE, or
No, he called
Kenny,
Kenny.
the WWE Champion.
During Dynamite?
During Dynamite,
What the
yeah.
hell?
And then Drew like responded on Twitter or something.
Of
Yeah, it was
course
like
he did.
him like rolling his eyes on a chair,
Yeah.
like some bullshit. Like, god damn it.
But yeah, it's Miz TV. Miz with Drew. Morrison isn't there for whatever reason. Oh no, he was like filming a movie or something.
supposedly,
Yeah,
I think that's what they were saying.
Oh, he's filming a video that's going to be a diss track against
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Unfortunate.
But yeah, it's the normal thing of Miz talking shit as he usually does on his own podcast, or not his podcast, his own show.
Man, I actually do want to see Morrison come out the video, and I want him to be like Buster Rhymes levels of speed when
Yes.
he raps, so we can't understand shit, but it sounds super
And
cool.
like Busta Rhymes level of video, so it's fucking weird as shit. Like super weird. I want like a late 90s, early 2000s video where it's like filmed weird and it's like a silver room or like a long hallway.
No.
And it's like a fisheye.
No.
Yeah,
No, that's
yeah.
horrible. I've actually been listening to a lot of drill. You know what that is? It's like 2010s like urban reality like trap.
All right.
Yeah, it's actually really
I will have to
really
check
good.
that out.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
pretty
no
good.
idea what
I
that
will
is.
have to check that out.
You'd recognize some of the names like Lil Durk and
Okay, I know who
Chief
that
and
is.
shit like that.
Oh, I know Chief
Okay,
Keef.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
okay.
it's that era, that style.
Got it.
Oh, I know. Slim Jesus is supposed to be part of that.
I actually haven't
He-
seen that one.
We'll talk about it after the air because it's
Yeah,
a whole
yeah.
long stupid process.
Oh god.
But yeah, it's just that, Miz and Drew kind of going back and forth. Eventually, Miz pisses off Drew so much that
he
Drew gives
dies.
him a big fucking headbutt and kills the shit out of him.
And then like Drew bounces, and of course Miz is still in the ring.
Yeah.
And he makes a ridiculous goddamn announcement that he's
Yes.
pulling himself from the Elimination Chamber.
Yes.
Fucking-
Because he doesn't
For
want to
good
be in there.
reasons.
Well, he has the Money in the Bank. Why does he need to be in the Elimination Chamber?
Because if he
for-
doesn't win at Elimination Chamber, he can immediately cash in and try again.
yeah, but like he's gonna be all hurt and beat up.
So
This way, he can just show up after and clean up the scraps.
It is the smart thing to do.
It is the 100% the smart thing to do.
well, if his plan would have worked fully the way he wanted to, yes.
The dumb thing to do is what he did initially when he lost the Money in the Bank a couple months ago.
Yeah.
That was the dumb thing. This is the much smarter thing of not being in the chamber at all.
What a sucker.
Yes, Miz is the smartest sucker ever.
But he did it for a humanitarian cause.
Sure.
Putting John Morrison over.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
Yeah.
Although I'm worried, like I started thinking, I was getting a bit worried if Morrison starts getting like a solo push,
Yeah.
we kind of lose the dynamic.
What? So yes, which I'm not opposed to it. I don't mind Miz as a solo guy. I legitimately really enjoy Miz in basically everything he does.
Yeah, Miz seems fine.
Yeah.
But like,
So-
I'm worried about John Morrison. Like, can he stand alone?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm not. His wife is coming to WWE.
Morrison?
Yes.
Oh fuck.
She was
who's his wife?
Morrison, right?
what was her name? Dang it.
Oh, the chick from Impact, right?
Yes, the blonde lady.
I know who you're talking about.
She was with him in Impact. She was with him in Lucha Underground. Like she's super legit. You
He
know,
was in Underground?
huh?
He was in Lucha Underground?
Oh yeah, he was big time in
Oh,
Lucha
shoot,
Underground.
I didn't know.
Like Morrison was one of the major guys for basically the entire run of Underground. But yeah, she's coming to WWE, and they're pretty sure she's coming straight to WWE, not going to NXT,
Not the
because of Morrison specifically.
I mean, she had another competitor to the women's division for them.
Yeah, and absolutely.
she's like a blonde lady,
and
so hell yeah.
she's a blonde lady, so Vince likes that.
Yeah.
Speaking of people who are possibly going back to NXT, there's more shit on Keith Lee.
What?
So
I heard rumors of Andrade, maybe.
that as well. But apparently, they want like a big guy on NXT.
Why not send a...
And they don't have one right now because Karrion Kross is like the biggest guy. They just lost Damian Priest.
No, I was going to say the dude from Retribution, send him back.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
yeah.
tall guy.
Mace.
Mace.
So
So
yeah,
T-Bar.
they obviously lost
is it T-Bar?
all of those guys. Mace and T-Bar are two big dudes. They lost them. They don't really have any big guys right now. Like Karrion Kross isn't even really that big, and he's kind of like one of the main guys right now.
Yeah.
They don't have Damian Priest,
He
so
has a sweet-ass entrance.
there's a rumor
Holy
that
shit.
that Vince is still unhappy with Keith Lee.
Of course he is.
That he thinks he still needs work, and they don't know what they want to do with him. So there's a rumor he might get sent back to NXT to be their big guy, like not a heel or not, just a big monster.
Just a big guy. Got it.
And which I don't know if that sucks for Keith Lee. I don't know if that however much he gets paid. I hope it's the same if he goes to NXT. I almost think it's better because of how much more freedom the NXT guys have.
Hell yeah. I mean, look at like when Finn Balor went back to NXT. He's a big deal at NXT now.
I mean, Fashion Squad, Fashion Police.
Oh yeah, exactly.
They were fantastic in WWE on SmackDown or whatever they were for like 3 or 4 months, and they were super over with their dumb vignettes and segments of like them like investigating dumb old shit.
There's so many dudes I want to see back in NXT, like Ricochet back in NXT,
Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens.
Yeah.
Like when what a takeover when he came back for that one match.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
The match between, I think it was Kevin Owens and Finn Balor for NXT in Japan was one of the best matches WWE has ever put on ever.
God damn.
It was amazing. And yeah, it'd be great to see shit like that again.
Let it happen, please.
But yeah,
Don't
back
be a dick,
to
Vince.
this. Yeah,
Well.
Miz has removed himself from the chamber. I think he was trying to give a spot to Morrison, right?
Yeah, recused himself.
Yes.
Yeah, but he
And
didn't announce
then-
that till like later on.
Yeah.
He just said, "I'm out."
Yeah.
After that, we get a little fun backstage segment with Lucha Party and Riddle.
Yeah.
And they're just kind of derping around like, because it's President's Day. Oh, hey, who's your favorite president? And they're saying stuff. And apparently, Riddle's favorite president
Abe.
is Michael P.S. Rutherford Hayes. And if you don't know what president that is, that's because he made it up. Because there is a, President Rutherford whatever.
B. Hayes,
Yeah,
I think.
But Michael Hayes is the leader, and he's like a backstage guy, and he's the former leader of the Freebirds, a notorious 1980s and early 90s tag team.
Hey man, he also like gave a shout out to a historical documentary, which is Abe Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
Yeah, Vampire
Which,
Slayer. Yeah.
That's a fantastic movie, by
Yes,
the way.
it is.
I don't think I've seen
It's
that
super dumb, but it's great.
It's a dumb action movie.
But
Brian. That's all
my
you need to
favorite
know.
president now is also Michael P.S. Rutherford Hayes. Great.
President Camacho, sir.
I mean,
Best president
Dwayne
of all time.
Elizondo.
Dwayne Elizondo, Mountain Dew, Herbert Camacho, 5-time SmackDown World Champion.
Yeah?
It's pretty great. Pretty great.
Only 5 times.
That's pretty good, man.
Seth Rollins like
Hey,
a
whoa,
13
Brian,
time
you
champion?
only
Seth
have
Rollins
one.
is not a 13-time.
That's what his card said.
He 13-time champion
Yeah.
of all his belts.
Like all of, like, even the ones that don't matter.
Yeah, like IC, US, tag team, yeah, all that stuff. I mean, because if we're talking world champion, we still have Ric Flair and Cena at 16.
Yeah.
Next is either Triple H or Orton at like 13. It's one of them two. And then after that, it's like a pretty big gap. Like I think the next is like 7 or 8, and it's like Hulk Hogan or something.
God damn.
Yeah.
Ugh.
But yeah, we just had this dumb little backstage segment for whatever reason because it's President's Day, I guess.
Yeah.
Why
Gotta
not?
be dumb.
And they're going up against the Hurt Business, of course, because that story is never going to end with.
Well, it's
Riddle versus the Hurt Business.
it's MVP,
And then the tag
Cedric,
champs.
and
Shelton.
Shelton. Yeah. No, Lashley is backstage watching the TV sideways. Apparently, MVP got injured in this match.
Really?
Yeah,
I heard. Was he when it was like when he's doing his balling elbow? Did he get injured?
No.
Damn it!
What? The best finishing
like he
move?
hyperextended his arm.
Yeah. One of the best finishing moves of all time. But yeah, I don't know when. I don't know when. But there's
to get that sound.
Yeah, we need to get one of those.
Ballin'. I don't know why. I just like that move. It's so stupid.
It's a good move.
Like it was so great.
It's not a good move, but it's
so great back in like 2008 when the crowd would all say it with him. Like, it's just so much fun.
Yeah.
So I think like my favorite part of this match is at one point like it's Grand Metalik where he gets shoulder tackled from Shelton and he does a fucking like big twist.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, skateboard moves in the ring without the skateboard.
I mean, he would have got like 1,000 points, but then he fell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What a loser. You should have like landed on the skateboard, done a fucking like thing where you on the back wheels and
Darby
stuff.
Allin would have landed it.
There was a fucking floating like WWE belt, like, spinning
to
around in
it's
midair.
a points modifier.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty standard.
Spell lucha.
Yeah.
Gotta collect the
Yeah.
God damn
Her
it.
business like kind of dominate for a while, but then Riddle ends up winning anyway.
Well, yeah, because he gives a floating bro to MVP, and that's what gives the good guys the win. But as they're like celebrating on the ramp, because of course they won, here comes Bobby fucking Monster Lashley.
Robert Lashley
Destroys everyone.
Yeah, he kills
Roberto
fucking Riddle and the Lucha
Lashley.
the Lucha Party.
He throws Metalik onto like Lindsay Dorado.
Yeah.
Like I was expecting a lawn dart almost.
Yeah,
Damn it! Have either of you seen Jingle All the Way?
absolutely.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Absolutely.
When he's messing up the goons,
Yeah.
he picks up the. That's what it reminded me of. He picks up the goon and throws it at the other one.
Speaking of that and the relation to wrestling, it's either Kevin Nash or Big Show. That's the Big Santa.
Yeah, the Big Santa
in the
and
Santa
the-
scene.
yeah.
It's
Is
one
it
of
Big
them
Show?
two. It's one of them. I don't remember exactly, but it's one of them two.
God, that's
It's
rad.
Big Show.
I'm gonna deck your halls, bub.
your holes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so great. That movie's great. If people have not seen it, you need to watch it.
Jingle All the Way.
Yeah,
It's super good.
It's Sinbad and Arnold Schwarzenegger
Sinbad at his finest.
It's
at
a
his
Christmas
peak.
movie.
in a action Christmas movie about a
No,
toy.
action.
What are you
Well,
talking
yeah,
about?
I guess.
He gets like a jetpack and a power armor at the end and he flies around.
There's also a terrorist bomb.
That's true. There's a terrorist
Postal bomb.
and like a Santa fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie's great.
What can't Arnold do? That's what I'm.
Nothing.
Well, I mean, govern a state properly.
Well,
sometimes. But
don't
like
need
as
to-
an action star, he could do everything.
We don't need to get into that. Welcome to our politics podcast.
No,
Yes.
please don't.
But yeah, Lashley kills everybody.
I'm kind of getting tired of that.
What?
Him just coming out and killing somebody.
Well, him coming out, putting
The Hurt Lock.
the hurt lock on Riddle specifically.
Yeah.
And then
I
Riddle's like,
feel-
oh, he's dead now.
I mean, they're clearly building up to something, and I think it's going to be Riddle taking the U.S. belt.
Well, I mean, they're having the
yeah.
three-way match at Elimination
And
Chamber.
that to me is what it feels like they're building up to because they've been doing this every week for like 2 months, I think.
Yeah.
And like, that's fine, but I wish Riddle would get one up on him at least once beforehand. And just because it feels like they've built Bobby Lashley so strong,
He can't lose.
he can't lose, especially to Riddle. Like,
Well,
he's just going to whoop Riddle's ass.
Well, the way it's set up, because it's supposed to be like Keith Lee versus Bobby Lashley versus Riddle, so
Is Keith Lee even still going to be there?
who fucking knows?
Exactly. Exactly.
So
Yes?
now that we're on this segment, it
Yeah.
actually reminds me, like, I wanted to bring up a thing about the Hurt Business. I don't really like I don't like how they're handling them.
Yeah,
In general.
they've definitely. I don't know. It's the whatever kind of turn they've taken where, because there's the stuff with Cedric and they really haven't resolved that.
They've done like a slow burn.
And it feels like Bobby Lashley is his own separate entity
Yeah.
from the Hurt Business.
Yeah.
And I get it. He's the U.S. champ, but I want them to be a more cohesive team.
That'd be awesome.
Like seriously, do like an NWO style or something. Whoop Cedric's ass.
Yeah.
Teach him a lesson. Shut him the fuck up.
Yeah.
Get him back in line. And then have a coherent team again.
Well, I'm talking more of like zooming out a little from that even. Obviously we talked about the SmackDown branch thing. Like that's a cool idea.
Yeah,
do
exactly,
that.
100%.
But not even from like a top down perspective. It's the Hurt Business, right?
Yeah.
They focused a lot on the Hurt,
Yeah.
but not enough on the business end.
Yeah, but
And like I feel like you can do a lot with that. Like especially with a bunch of the gimmicks and
Yeah.
Like obviously there's a huge WCW-esque shenanigans later in this very episode.
I thought you were gonna say they're gonna like run a legit business. So you see like the Hurt like business, so, like doing taxes for people. And stuff.
It's not even a joke though. Like have them do shady, stupid stuff. I think like especially with the current like economic stuff going on right now, they could definitely tie it in. Like maybe not like directly like GameStop or whatever, but like have them run their business. Like have them hostile takeover of some other thing. You know?
I think because there's no crowd, that's why they're not doing something like that. Because if you could get like even a little bit of the crowd involved in some way to like boo you or whatever naturally, that's how they could do something stupid like that. I think it's just because there's no live audience, it's harder for them to manage it.
Yeah, I can see that. If there was an audience, it'd be funny if they had like this is a reserved Hurt Business VIP zone. Yes.
100%. I would absolutely love that, and like have like people from the audience like, or even plants like, we're
No, I figure like it's a special ticket.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Quote unquote special ticket that you buy. Like, VIP, like,
that would be great.
Ticket. And
that'd be absolutely great.
You get access to the Hurt Business zone and like there's like waiters and like.
Yes,
oh my
that would
God.
be fantastic.
That'd be dope.
Fucking walking in a room that's just all black and gold everywhere.
Yes.
Like,
but yeah,
I'll be like walking into Xerxes' tent.
No, all kinds of weird stuff going on.
Also, I didn't know that MVP.
Yeah,
he does music. He raps.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah.
Is it like legit like stuff, or is it just kind of like
features on stuff?
Oh, okay.
But he actually does rap. It's kind of interesting.
Is he good?
I don't know.
But
that sounds like a no, bro.
After all that, we go backstage to Miz talking to Adam Pearce, and he is, hey, you need to sub in John Morrison for me because there's a spot now. And he's like, maybe we'll see, kind of thing.
I know, what a good guy.
Then we're still backstage in this stupid fucking segment because it has Bad Bunny. He's talking to Mandy Rose, and he's like, oogling the fuck out of her.
No.
Because she walks
she's
away
flirting with him super hard too. So
And then she walks away and he like stares at her ass super hard.
I hate this. I skipped it. Like I picked up my controller and I was like, nah.
Fucking
4 times 8.
Damian Priest shows up and they're like, being all stupid, talking about whatever.
Damn, dude, Priest has so many fucking like chain wallets.
Yeah.
Like holy shit. I want him like next week to come out like it gets longer progressively every time you see him till eventually they touch the ground.
Behind him.
All these chains.
Someone help me.
But yeah, they're talking, just kind of whatever. Stupid R-Truth shows up.
Yeah.
Gets beaten by Akira Tozawa.
And pinned.
For the belt. And then Akira Tozawa gets killed by Damian Priest. And then Bad Bunny gets the 24/7 title.
Fucking burn this belt already.
This seriously. Sucks. This thing is tainted now.
I mean, there's been worse people. Well, maybe not.
No.
He's probably the worst.
The football dude.
See, I was fine with Gronk getting it because the idea pre-COVID was he was going to do shenanigans with it during football games.
Oh, really?
The NFL said absolutely the fuck not, and so that's why he gave it up instantly.
The NFL, National Football League?
Yes.
The No Fun League.
Exactly.
Oh, man.
I was, and we can, one of our buddies was hoping as well.
You know, what position did we play?
He's a tight end, I think, or something.
Oh, okay, so like, what did you want? Like they're setting up the play,
not
and then like when off screen you see like fucking R-Truth run up and like tackle his ass and pins him.
Not
maybe like halftime.
No, I want it during the game, bro.
But like shenanigans, I want shenanigans where like Gronk is like in full uniform, and he gets like tackled by like fucking Tom Brady or something.
Yes.
I wanted shenanigans, and that would have been great. But they didn't do it, and then instead we have this
during a mid-game he gets tackled?
Yeah!
And then the football ref goes in, 1, 2, 3,
Oh, man.
But NFL had to be, NFL, I don't think he was with the Patriots by then. I think he had been traded to Tampa Bay by this point.
That'd be huge PR for them.
Exactly.
Holy shit. For WWE.
Like,
but then the NFL said, no, fuck you.
Yeah, I think that was the problem, was like NFL and whatever team he was on was like, we're not going to do that bullshit. Like, this is real sports.
The AFL.
This is a real sports.
NFL. Go to the Canadian League.
Hey man, The Rock saved XFL. So
when is that coming back?
Probably next year.
Oh my god.
But yeah, Bad Bunny is now the 24/7 champion.
Why?
Waiting for R-Truth to get it back somehow. After this, we then go backstage again. It is Adam Pearce once again with the New Day.
Yeah.
And they're arguing, why does Morrison get to go in? He was never a world champ. Kofi Kingston.
Also, Woods made a great argument that he's not getting his match against Reckoning. What the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Hey, man, we saw some intergender wrestling on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Why not on Raw?
I mean, a little different, but like, I would want to see Woods versus Reckoning.
That would be
legitimately
awesome.
like I think that could be cool.
Yeah,
I don't think they would have done it, like even said it if they weren't planning to do it sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously her catching COVID or whatever.
I think this is Xavier Woods because he clearly, the New Day clearly has a little bit of freedom in what they can say.
Yeah.
Because of how popular and
well, I mean, maybe the first time when he said it, but like if they wanted to correct him, they could have said, "Hey, shut the fuck up with that idea."
Yeah.
So I think
maybe
someone is in line like, "Hey, keep bringing it up. We might do something with it later."
Maybe. But yeah, they want Kofi to be in the chamber, and Pierce is like, "Hey, maybe we'll see. You know, we'll see what happens."
It's obvious that at the point that we are now, having seen the things like that we've seen, especially with SmackDown this week, that WWE wants to be, you know, the company that has those types of matches, intergender matches.
And see, this is gonna, I mean, I don't know if this will sound bad, but I don't necessarily want intergender matches for the sake of having a spectacle.
Yeah, exactly.
It needs to be natural and work, and I obviously don't want, like, fucking Alexa Bliss versus Damian Priest.
Yeah.
Because that's fucking stupid. If we had, like, the smaller wrestlers, like, smaller cruiserweight guys versus women wrestlers, and it's natural, sure, as long as it makes sense. We don't need stupid bullshit like fucking, you know, Nia Jax versus, you know, or you know, yeah, like some big person versus a little person.
Layla Hirsch versus Marco Stunt.
See, and
she would break him.
She would kick his ass.
Yeah.
But like, the size difference isn't so egregious that it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And that's my only concern is like, Xavier Woods is fucking buff as shit.
Yeah.
But he's not the biggest dude on the roster. And so I think it could work given the right circumstances.
Yeah. And the right talent.
Yes.
Please let it happen. Well, as long as like Mia Yim doesn't get busted up like she did in that ladder match in NXT, then she's good.
Yeah.
God damn, that looked painful when it happened to her. But after this is happening, you see that Miz comes into the picture and he goes, "Whoa. Me and Pierce had a verbal agreement, which is 100% legal."
Yeah, legal.
So, what the fuck, Pierce? And Pierce is like, "Nah, dog. So what's gonna happen is Kofi's gonna go against the Miz. And if Kofi wins, he gets in the chamber. And if Miz wins, Morrison gets the spot in the chamber.
And that'll be later in the day. I guess it's gonna be during the Gauntlet match, yeah.
Yep.
After this, we have arguably the best segment WWE has written in fucking 15 years.
This is your adult content.
This is exactly what I wanted. I asked for this like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and they have delivered, and I'm fucking happy. And it's so fucking stupid.
It's so bad.
I love it.
No.
I absolutely love it.
Dude, the majority of people that I saw hated the segment, and the people that loved it fucking loved it. There's no in between.
Why would you hate this?
Because they just thought it was stupid.
It is stupid, but it's great.
I thought it was stupid.
Me too. It's stupid, but I fucking love it. So we have a match of Charlotte and Asuka, of course, versus Lacey and Peyton Royce, who we haven't seen Peyton Royce in like a month, I feel.
I mean, she's not even part of this story.
And
she just happens to be there.
Okay, I understand. I think you brought it up. Peyton Royce said she doesn't want to necessarily go back to the Iconics.
Yep.
Because she wants to do her own thing. How's that working for her?
Not very well. Hey, man, it's working for Billy.
Yeah.
Yes. But like... It
was that whole thing that you heard backstage. Like Vince saw her because she won some kind of competition. Right?
She got 3rd place in like a women's bodybuilding bikini
and I think,
contest.
Like, maybe Vince saw that and goes, "Oh man, this is fucking rad." Yeah. And then he probably thought about pushing her, and then he fucking forgot.
Maybe,
or he doesn't care anymore.
Yeah,
because Vince is crazy.
Well, we've learned, or at least I've learned recently. WWE basically plans ahead like 2 to 3 weeks in advance. Seriously, that is how long they plan ahead. Apart from like maybe something really big like Edge at WrestleMania, most of their storylines are super last minute.
Oh my god! Well, I mean, yeah, you always do hear stories of like Vince ripping up the script and like writing it,
and
last
not
minute
even even that. Like major storylines are written like maybe a month in advance at most.
That's fucking crazy, dude. God
so
damn.
Wild idea. It's gonna be. You're gonna call me crazy. But what if you put Peyton and Billy?
Yeah.
Not together,
sure,
but like adjacent, like parallel,
yeah,
and give them pushes simultaneously, and sometimes, most of the time, you have them do things together.
See, you could have easily done that,
Yeah.
Without breaking up the Iconics.
It's just a tag team again.
You don't need them to be a tag team. They don't even need to tag anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
They could just be together on the same show and have shenanigans.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can still have Peyton Royce doing her thing and Billie Kay doing her nonsense. And you don't need to break up a tag team like that. It's so weird. But anyway, we have a match. I literally wrote, when did we last see Peyton other than the Rumble? It's been a long time. It was before the Rick and Lacey storyline. It was even before that. It was like a couple weeks before that
she's
started.
like the third person like in the story that no one gives a fuck
It's
about.
been like, I think, 6 weeks.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But we get a match.
Not as bad as Aleister Black.
Yeah, who we haven't seen in like 3 months.
I'm pretty
or
sure
more.
he's actually missing.
Yeah, they don't know. They just don't want to say anything. But yeah, it's, and we get this, Peyton Royce starts, and it's kind of weird, like, depending on how certain tag teams go, they always do a little back and forth thing, or, you get the baby face, like, comes in and saves the day kind of thing. We don't get that here. It's mostly Peyton Royce getting her ass kicked by Charlotte and Asuka.
Like, every time it's going to be like a hot tag to Lacey, some shenanigans happens where she gets pulled away by Asuka or Charlotte, and they just whoop Peyton's, like, ass this entire fucking match.
And you're thinking, like, this really sucks, but then, once Peyton Royce finally gets a tag in and, like, is beaten up and dead and out of the ring, Charlotte's like, fucking, let's go, bitch. Like, I want to fight. And this is when we get the announcement. Lacey Evans asks for a mic. She gets it, and we're all thinking, like, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh, my God.
And she reveals she's pregnant.
Yeah! Wait. So, and we got an exclusive.
Oh.
We got part of the sex tape.
Oh, my God.
Now you can play it.
Well, first of all, she's pregnant, and we're
kid.
all pretty sure Ric
it's
Flair
Rick's kid
is
based
the
off
father.
this clip.
Yeah, get some, yeah, sex.
It doesn't even sound like Ric Flair.
That is Rick at his, like, passion state.
Okay.
There you go. Good old Rick.
But it's fucking Ric Flair is the father, apparently.
And he's losing his shit.
He absolutely loses it. We get 1999 Ric Flair where he's going nuts and, like, slapping his arms and, doing fake elbow drops and shit.
Why didn't, like, everyone come down the ramp and, like, shake his hand?
They should have.
Good job not destroying your pelvis doing this, Rick. We're all proud of you.
He didn't do anything.
What?
During that.
No, he did everything.
That
activity
thing. He just was there.
Ric Flair's still got it, apparently. He's married. I think he's still married. I don't know. He's got like 18 wives.
Oh, god damn.
He's got like
adultery.
He's got like 6 kids. Fucking whatever.
Well, 7 now.
Apparently.
So the rumor is that Lacey is actually pregnant.
Yes, from her normal husband.
Sure it is.
And they obviously are going with a fantastic dumb storyline.
Like, I hope the kid comes out and he has like white hair already.
See, okay.
Woo! Out of the womb.
He's like doing fucking chops.
Yeah.
What I don't want them to do
Ah.
is the Terry Runnels false pregnancy storyline like they did in 98 or 99 in WWF, where she's pregnant and then she gets like knocked off of the ring and has a miscarriage.
Oh god!
Because
they didn't actually show it, did they?
No.
Okay, like I didn't want him like to fall.
And there's like blood everywhere.
Oh,
no. Like she gets injured and then there's like a miscarriage and D'Lo Brown is all upset because like he might be the father or some other dumb bullshit. But then it turns out she was never pregnant.
Not only have I paralyzed the man, I also caused a fucking miscarriage. Good job, D'Lo.
Yeah, but
what a great history.
I don't want that because that was in really poor taste. This is pretty bad anyway, but I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And then apparently the match is just over.
Well, yeah, because she walks away, and then, like, Charlotte is clearly distraught.
What about Lacey Evans? She's still there.
Well, she's bouncing. Oh, you mean Peyton?
Peyton. Sorry, Peyton.
Well, she's dead.
I guess.
So,
it's again.
Where's Asuka?
Exactly. Where is the Raw Women's Champion?
She's, hanging out.
Yeah, who?
Who?
Does she even have a match at the Chamber?
So, remember last week how Lacey beat Charlotte technically, so she has a match
Not anymore.
on Sunday against Asuka? How is this happening?
Not anymore.
Has it been taken off the card?
I hope so. It better have been.
Oh no.
That's how the miscarriage happens.
Oh my god.
It's Asuka's fault.
If Asuka loses, does she have to get impregnated by Ric Flair? But yeah,
God, that's gonna be a terrible story.
Fucking, this is ridiculous, man. This is what I wanted with the adult content.
Oh my God,
this is fucking dumb, and I love it.
By the way, I don't get why Charlotte's so distraught. She's about to get another sibling.
It's weird.
We need to go back to the PG era after this.
What?
No, stop.
We got to move farther, Brian.
2012 was awful.
Christian wrestling.
No.
Yes.
No.
Not the guy. Like.
No.
Good Christian wrestling.
2012 was bad.
So you're saying that they have to host like every fucking thing inside a church?
Yes.
Oh, God. And one person has to play
like
God
a huge
every
evangelical
time.
church.
I want like whenever it was when JBL went to the border to arrest illegal immigrants.
You can't do that now.
Well,
that'd be horrible.
That's true.
I was gonna say you can do it now. That guy's gonna be a major heel. And everyone's gonna fucking hate him.
That'd be heat.
And then he gets killed by Damian Priest.
That wouldn't be heel heat. That'd be like That'd be like WWE getting shitstormed. Yeah, that'd be bad.
There's that. All right. After that, we get Sheamus and Charlie backstage just talking about stuff.
God, he's so fucking Irish sometimes.
Sheamus is gonna win the match and then be last in the chamber and whatever. We finally get Kofi versus Miz to get Morrison in the chamber or Kofi in the chamber.
This was a pretty good match.
Yeah. Again,
I actually enjoyed this match quite a bit. I'm like, wow.
Both amazing wrestlers.
Yeah, like,
you know.
You almost sometimes forget how good Miz is, considering all the stupid shenanigans they put him in, but you're like, wow, he's actually a legit worker when, like, you put him in a good condition against somebody else who's good. Huh.
He's clearly one of the guys that Vince has a lot of, like, what am I thinking of? A lot of faith in.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because, I mean, Miz has been essentially a semi-main event guy for, like, 10 years. And you don't do that and then fuck it up.
Shit, I just remembered. Going back to the Miz, like, Adam Pearce, like, interview in the hallway.
Yeah.
Kofi was like, oh, shit, what did he say? He said something about, like, being in a B movie or something?
Yeah.
He's like, the Marine 4, 5, 6.
Yeah.
And the Miz was like, no, those are classics! Yeah. So I was fucking dying.
I mean, you do gotta give it to the Miz. The dude's able to still wrestle and do all those fucking movies. Oh, yeah. So I'm like, dude. Oh, and his own show?
Yeah.
And his show,
fuck, man. Like, you're gonna be enjoying life after wrestling.
I do know he cannot beat Xavier Woods in Street Fighter. That's been one of the things, like, recurring for years now, because Xavier Woods has his YouTube channel.
Oh, God.
One of the big things is, every once in a while, The Miz will challenge Xavier Woods to a Street Fighter 2 match, and the stipulation is, if The Miz loses, Xavier Woods gets another one of The Miz's actual championship belts that he has at his house. But if The Miz ever wins, he gets all of his belts back. And Xavier Woods has taken like 3 or 4 belts from him.
Oh my fucking
God. His actual championship belts that he had when he was champion.
I'm actually surprised that he's like
that he's such a Street Fighter.
No, that's not.
Okay, that he's down to do that.
That he's down to actually do that.
I think he's a competitive. He's a competitive enough guy to that where he thinks he can win every time and get all his belts back, but he never.
No,
wins.
not even that. Just to like
actually do it.
Actually go and be on the show and play a game. You know.
He's had several people on there.
That's the thing with current. It's actually one thing that a lot of the older wrestlers give the younger wrestlers shit about is like, oh, all they do is play video games and do whatever backstage. And like, in my opinion, that's way better than like doing drugs and drinking and like doing other stupid shit backstage.
Hey man, according to Taker, those aren't real men though.
Yeah, it's true. Because they don't get drunk and fight and like do
because
stupid
they don't
shit.
solve their problems with guns and like shoot up drugs all the time.
Yeah.
Fucking pussies.
But whatever.
Not getting fucking scars and destroying your bodies later on in life. Punk bitches.
Oh, speaking of Taker, he apparently wants to have DDP help him like not be in pain all the time. So he has, I think he's asked DDP to like, hey, can I like come do yoga?
Ooh.
So yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, Kofi ends up winning. Again, pretty good match.
Yeah, so like one part of this match was super weird because like who was it that got hit? Was it Kofi? Yeah. So Kofi gets put in a weird leg lock and he starts doing a weird scream which I've never heard Kofi do. He sounds like the fucking
No.
He sounded exactly like that. I'm like, what the fuck? Please tell me you were imitating that scream, which is fucking great.
I don't remember that scream.
I know Xavier Woods imitates Ric Flair sometimes.
So that's the scream from when Kyle goes to watch Passion of the Christ.
Yeah.
And it's just 2 hours of Jesus getting his ass kicked. And that's all they ever show. Then
I don't remember Kofi's screams.
Yeah, that's the one thing. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, I've never heard that scream before, but good for Kofi.
Weird.
Copying South Park Jesus getting his ass kicked.
What? I don't get it.
He needs to do it more.
But yeah, again, Kofi wins, so Kofi is now in the...
It's not really surprising either.
In the Gauntlet match later this show, and that he's in the Elimination Chamber.
They weren't going to give Morrison, like, the
spot. I mean, I don't know. There could have been a small possibility, but not being a former champion... So? I don't know.
Well, because he wasn't a former champion,
That's exactly. After this, we go backstage with Lana and Naomi making fun of Nia Jax the entire time. Remember, kids, bullying is bad. Unless you're bullying the bad guy.
Yeah.
That's the message WWE always gives off. Every single time. Bad guys, if they bully, that's bad. But when the good guys do it, it's fun and it's fine. And like they're getting what... Yeah, I fucking hate it. It's one of the things that... I guess it's the only thing that actually got CM Punk's mic cut off when he did his pipe bomb in 2011 or whatever. Because he was about to start talking about how like... the hypocrisy of Vince McMahon and bullying and shit.
Yeah.
But like, I honestly hated this segment because
it's dumb.
Well, no, not that it's dumb. Like, you could clearly tell like that they're reading off the script, and it's so like robotic 100%. Almost. I'm like, dude, this is like, I almost feel bad for Naomi because like, you can see that fake smile coming up, and your fake friendship that you've had for forever with Lana that no one knew about until right now.
Apparently. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh man, we need to do that with a random homeless person one day. Just bring him in. Nah, this guy's been our friend for years.
Yeah,
and have
he's
him read
been
off
on
a
every
script.
single show.
Yeah, it's our producer, Stinky Pete.
It's just on the floor, just covered in flies.
Yeah,
help me! No, shut up. Read the script.
But after this, we get stuff with Randy Orton. We get stuff with the Alexa Playground. I guess this is still a thing. They haven't like done anything with this in a couple weeks.
Well, yeah, because like at this point, like Alexa has those like weird contacts that she has. So like
sometimes.
So she's transformed?
Nah, I hope not.
She has them sometimes.
Yeah, but like at this point, so she's transforming, right?
Yes.
All right, so she's summoning the Fiend, right?
I mean, probably.
That's what's happening.
I'm expecting we'll get Fiend back for WrestleMania.
You don't think Elimination Chamber?
It could be, but I don't know.
Well, how is he going to show up?
He'll just show up and ruin Randy Orton's match. Beat up Randy Orton, he loses.
Wasn't he in the chamber?
No, I mean for like WrestleMania.
Oh, Mania.
Whatever
I
match.
meant chamber.
No, whatever match. I mean, they could do a thing like where Fiend somehow gets in the chamber and kills Randy Orton. Or like Randy Orton gets sucked out of his pod.
God, I was thinking that too right now. You just see like his whole, like everything goes black, and then Randy's pod like lights up bright red, and smoke comes in, and like Randy gets dragged to hell.
It'd be kind of cool.
But and then have Freddy Krueger's of blood like levels shoot up into the pod, like
fill the pod. Yeah.
Randy's dead.
Yeah. More blood used than on the set of Evil Dead.
Oh man. But yeah, after that we get the Lana versus Shayna Baszler match, and this is just pretty one-sided.
This was quick as hell too.
Yeah.
Like what the hell? Like
Lana ends up tapping to the Kirifuda clutch.
I think this is the match I cared least about.
I mean, yeah, it's just kind of like a sort of throwaway where like Lana is still feuding with Nia and Shayna for some reason.
Whatever.
Like I thought this was over, but I guess not. Maybe Lana's gonna somehow beat Shayna Baszler in like a pay-per-view match.
Yeah, because I thought they were gonna do like Naomi and Lana versus the tag team champs at Elimination Chamber, but that's not the case. So I'm like, so why do you have this weird tag team?
They throw people together and see if it works.
Oh, this is so weird, man. Like, it's not even a good tag team.
Exactly.
Like,
But yeah, after this, we have Braun Strowman.
Yeah, he finds Pierce.
He finds Adam Pearce, and he demands to be put into the Elimination Chamber, but Pierce won't do it because, Adam Pearce got killed by Braun that one time, so he's still mad. And then Braun threatens him again.
Well, yeah, because Pierce says, "Hey, man, I'm just the messenger."
Yeah.
But then Braun says, "Hey, man, I heard you earlier when you were talking with Shane. You're pulling the strings, but if you're just the messenger, tell Shane, fucking what's up."
Yeah.
Time to have a fucking bro down on the outside, man.
I wonder if we will see Braun Strowman show up and try to ruin things at the Chamber. Because it's happened before. People like show up and do shit.
Like what?
People like literally show up and like weasel their way or break their way into the Chamber and like kill somebody and then leave. It's happened before.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried.
Yeah. I mean, whose spot would he take?
I don't even take a spot. Like come in and like kill someone in the chamber mid-chamber match so that they don't win.
Well, if Randy does get sucked into, the Fiend Hell.
Yeah. Because I feel like Brock Lesnar did that once, where he showed up and beat everyone up and then he left.
Oh, god damn it. But yeah, I can see what Brian said. Like, maybe like even before the Elimination Chamber, something happens to Randy.
Yeah, maybe.
And then like, oh shit, we need a replacement.
Braun.
Yeah, maybe.
I would actually be totally okay with that.
Yeah.
Less Orton, more Strowman.
Yeah.
Oh,
after that, we have the gauntlet match, starting with AJ Styles and Kofi Kingston.
This match went for like 50 minutes.
I mean, it was
just a gauntlet match with all the dudes going
however many matches in one, really.
But I was just surprised that each leg was so long.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know, this match was cool because Amos, what was he this week? Omos this week, like, actually did something.
Shit, yeah.
Like, because at one point, like, AJ's on the outside, and he gets knocked down, and Woods has his, like, trumpet thing, and he's playing
Kofi's gonna do some, like, over-the-top rope thing.
Yeah, and he's playing it, and like, as Woods is playing the trumpet, you see Omos, like, grab him, and chokeslams him into the fucking void.
Yeah.
So Woods is gone.
Woods is dead.
For the rest of the month.
Forever.
Yeah. Yeah, Omos kills Xavier Woods, and he throws Francesca 2, the trombone, away.
That's the name?
What happened to the first one?
Someone broke it.
Ah, god damn it.
I forget. It was years ago.
No.
But someone broke it, like, on TV, and it was like, Woods was distraught.
Yeah.
I do like how after that happened, like, AJ's yelling at the ref, like, what the fuck? Like, fix, because Kofi's interrupting. Mm-hmm. And then, since Woods is interrupting, and Kofi's just kind of, like, looks around trying to figure out what the hell happened to Woods. Like, where he's gone.
Yeah. But then AJ gets a cheap shot, and he eliminates Kofi from the gauntlet.
Oh man, like I want somebody to get thrown over the barricade one point, and like like when you play Portal 2, like where you have like a portal on the floor and then a portal on the roof, and you just see like
from the ceiling.
Just keep rolling. Yeah.
Yeah. After Kofi is out,
or Wade Bonds his ass.
Yeah, champion Drew shows up, and then he ends up beating AJ Styles.
Yeah, the weird commentary line in the beginning where it says that, like, oh, Drew's taking advantage of AJ. I'm like, wait.
What?
Yeah. I don't. Who fucking said it? I don't remember. But I remember hearing it. I'm like, that's
probably Tom.
Might not want to say it that way.
No, it's fine.
It wasn't.
See Nick Joe.
He's on SmackDown, is he? No, he's on Raw.
He's on Raw.
I don't think Samoa Joe is eloquent enough to think of something like that.
Ah, okay.
Well, he probably is, but he's smart enough not to fucking say it.
Yeah.
Because most of the time, Joe does say stupid shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, Drew ends up beating, he ends up beating AJ. After that, we get Jeff Hardy and Drew. This goes however many minutes.
Actually cool.
Minutes. This was cool.
I actually enjoyed.
Yeah.
Jeff Hardy and Drew's like back and forth.
Yeah.
I actually, like, out of all the Gauntlet matches, this is probably the one I cared about the least.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't really care about Jeff. I'm like,
I like
Jeff's not gonna win the fucking Elimination
How did
Chamber.
you care about Randy more than this?
Well, because
That's
Randy
true.
wasn't out that long.
I guess
That's the only reason why Randy is not the least. Like,
yeah.
And like the reason why Randy got eliminated, I found fucking hilarious more than anything.
But I like Jeff Hardy's like momentum and like how his performance basically.
But yeah, so Drew ends up beating Jeff Hardy. Randy Orton comes out, so it's Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre.
There was also that painful spot where Jeff Hardy tries to do a swanton on Drew, and he puts his knees up, and he just lands on his
Dude,
fucking.
that looked like
oh my fucking god,
ass.
dude!
Yeah,
Like
it's fucking rough.
Even for like Drew, like having a bunch of weight put on your knees like that must fucking hurt still too. So, we should try it, Austin. Get on the roof. I'll put my knees up and you swanton like.
I don't want to do it.
Why not?
I'll kill myself. I can't do a swanton.
Well,
bomb.
I'm gonna shatter my legs.
So who's paying the higher
dead.
price here?
But I'm dead.
You might
But
get
his legs.
like, all right. Worst case scenario, you die. Least case scenario, you get paralyzed from like the knee down.
I don't want that. No.
Why
Oh,
not?
you mean the knee up?
No, the knee down.
Knee up. Like I can move my toes, but everything else.
Everything else, yeah, you're done.
How does that work?
Oh,
I don't think that works. That makes sense.
figure that out.
But yeah, so we get
He's paralyzed like split down the middle.
Oh my god. We
Or
get
like-
Randy versus who is it? Yeah. Randy and Drew.
We do?
Randy versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah,
We never
because Drew
even
hits
had
a
a match.
claymore
Yeah.
on Jeff and he loses. But like again, this didn't last that long.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I'm so glad I don't have to see a long Randy versus Drew match.
Straight up.
But yeah, it's basically Alexa Bliss is being creepy, and like it shows up on the screens. And
Oh man, all the Alexa stands came out.
yeah.
So many of them.
But Randy Orton ends up getting counted out because of it.
Yeah, I was extremely relieved.
Yes, that we didn't get another Drew Orton match.
I was super relieved. Like, okay, thank you, Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
for not making me go through all of that.
See, yeah. That's why, like, aren't you happy this part happened? Because you're like, oh, I don't have to see the match.
I guess.
So I was more relieved than anything else. Like, oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, but then we got Sheamus versus Drew.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was all whatever.
I didn't like it.
I actually preferred the Drew versus AJ out of all of them, to be honest.
100%.
That was like
100%.
my favorite match out of this whole gauntlet.
100%, I agree.
That was pretty wild.
But yeah, Sheamus ends up winning, which I guess I'm not surprised because really. Drew had beaten 4 or 5 people or whatever, and Sheamus basically shows up and whoops his ass.
Yeah, and Drew actually put a good performance for this entire fucking segment, man. Like, being able to, even if, like, going through all of this, even though he didn't win, like, I love how well he sold being tired towards the end.
Yeah.
So it's actually legit, like, all right, this guy's, like, running out of gas, but he could still kind of win. So I will say that Drew's gotten better at, like, making me believe that he could still win regardless.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, good job, Drew. I don't, like, how long has he been champion at this point?
So
like 3 or 4 months?
Not counting the weird month or whatever, or week or whatever, where he wasn't champion.
Oh, yeah, where Randy beat him?
Randy beat him for no reason, and then he got it back immediately. Yeah.
From WrestleMania, right?
From WrestleMania.
God damn.
That's how long, yeah, because, you know, Randy beat him, it was like a month that Randy was champion, and he got it back, so I don't count that because that's stupid. Literally, that one reign didn't make any sense, because why do that?
That was like in October, November?
I think it was before that. It was so weird. I don't understand why they did it.
I think it was October.
Yeah.
There was no reason for that. Why not just give Drew a super, like a year-long reign or more? It's been a while since we've had somebody with a super long title reign. But yeah, it's just weird.
Yeah. But it does feel like Drew's been a really good champion throughout this entire time.
Yeah.
So I will give him a tip of the hat for that, I guess.
But yeah, Sheamus whoops his ass and wins, and then, is victorious, and they make a big deal out of it. Oh, Sheamus beat the champion. What does this mean for the Elimination Chamber? They always say shit like that.
Nothing to me.
And because Sheamus won, he's going to be the last one to enter the Elimination Chamber.
Who's first?
Random?
Okay.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it was Drew first.
Why? How did they determine who was going to come into this match in what order?
Probably.
Why wasn't there a gauntlet match to determine the order of the gauntlet match?
So, like, it's an elimination style gauntlet. So as soon as you get out, that's like, you're up, first one out of the match. That means you're first in the match.
Sure.
Like, God damn it.
No. But, like, for this gauntlet match, how did they determine who was coming out first?
Shit, we need to have an elimination chamber to determine.
That's what I'm saying. Match. We need to determine who comes into this gauntlet match first.
God damn it! Oh, each of them needs to get a representative to fight for them to figure out which
we
fucking
need,
person.
We need gauntlet matches all the way down until we figure out who goes in the chamber. We need a 3-hour Raw just of gauntlet matches.
God, that's gonna be a long ass fucking Raw.
That is a long fucking Raw.
But yeah, that was Monday Night Raw. Overall, not counting the Ric Flair shit, not a terrible Raw.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
There was some entertaining stuff. Aside of that, we got Hurt Business shenanigans with Lashley killing Riddle again, which I like Hurt Business. We had the sort of continuation with Alexa and sort of the Fiend and Randy, which they haven't done in a couple weeks. Riddle,
Miz versus Kofi was great.
Miz versus Kofi was great. We had Riddle doing normal dumb Riddle shenanigans backstage. Again, and this is now more questions about Pierce. Is he in charge?
Apparently.
Well, he said it himself. He's just a messenger.
Yeah, but Braun was like, "That's a fucking lie."
Well, no. Well, he kind of said that, but like he said he was taking orders like from Shane, so clearly Shane's pulling the string.
Okay, but Pierce is the representative of Shane, which means he's in charge.
So does that mean that Sonya Deville's in charge of SmackDown?
Yes,
because like Pierce hasn't been back there, right?
He was there this week.
He was there.
Yeah. Was he?
But she does everything.
He was there when they were carting.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh, yeah. I don't remember.
Because we're gonna get fans at WrestleMania, and I expect that'll be the first time we get live audiences back to wrestling for WWE.
I want it to be just one fan at WrestleMania.
Yeah, woo, like a flag.
Yeah, one guy.
Yeah,
you can imagine
he's like way the fuck up in the thing with like a mask and like a face
move. He's like, you hear from the fucking rafters.
Yeah. This one guy for like Roman Reigns, boo! He's like flipping him off and shit. He's way the fuck up there. You can like barely see him. All the fireworks and shit, and he's like, yeah. Oh man, that'd be great.
No, he's got to be behind like one of the pillars, so
you can see his arms, and that's it.
Horrible. That was your ticket. You sit right there.
Yeah.
Even though literally the stadium.
The whole stadium is. And there's chairs and shit everywhere. No, they set everything up. The fancy.
All the concession stands are open, like ring.
There's still like guys walking around with like cotton candy and beer and shit.
Like empty ass seats. Like, man, that'd be scary as fuck.
Throwing fucking peanut packets and fucking random cardboard cutouts.
That's SCP for
Holy
sure.
Shit.
The empty arena with one guy.
With one guy, like up in the what are they called? Nosebleeds.
Just the nosebleeds. You go up there and he's not there.
But I gotta go to the bathroom. Too bad.
But so yeah, aside from the Ric Flair shit, decent Raw.
Yeah.
I will give. I'm gonna have to give 2 separate ratings for this Raw.
What?
I explained it on Monday.
I guess.
So 2 separate ratings. One, I'm gonna give the Raw itself minus the Ric Flair segment a 7 out of 10 because we had solid matches, we had decent storyline progression. You know, I didn't hate this Raw. It didn't feel like a 3-hour fucking show like it does sometimes.
That is true. That is a good point to bring up. I totally did not feel like it was dragged on this week. Wait. So what's rating number 2? 10 out of 10. God damn.
Because of Ric Flair. 100%.
I disagree. It still felt like a 3-hour show.
Really?
See, I don't know. It's a long show. I mean, SmackDown this week felt super fast.
Yeah.
And that to me is good because that means I'm not paying attention to how fucking long the show is, except for the first 22 fucking minutes. But we'll talk about that when we discuss SmackDown.
SmackDown, yeah, we'll talk about that.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. 7 out of 10 for the overall Raw, and then 10 out of 10 because Ric Flair impregnated Lacey Evans.
Fucking.
It's so fucking stupid.
No, that doesn't apply. You know exactly what's going on.
Like, no.
Yeah, we do.
But it's so stupid.
He was celebrating it. We know exactly what's going on.
It's so ridiculous. But why is it going on?
What? We know that too. We do.
No, we don't.
We do.
No.
Yes.
What do you rate the Raw?
I can't.
You can't.
You have 2 ratings. You took my rating.
Good. Then you rated it a 10.
Oh, fuck. Now.
No.
God
what do you rate Raw?
I'm about to tally up my modifiers. Miguel, you
go.
I'm going to rate this 7 Ric Flair thrusts out of 10.
There you go.
It was a pretty good Raw. Like Austin said, like I actually didn't feel this Raw dragged on for that long. And then there was a couple matches I'm like, I actually like this match. Like the Kofi versus Miz and Drew versus AJ was really good. I mean, even the Lucha House Party with Riddle versus the Hurt Business was like kind of fun. Because seeing all the dumb flippy Mexican shit is always great to watch.
Yeah.
Good stuff. The ending was because of the Bobby Lashley thing, because it's getting repetitive, like you said. But still a good Raw. Good stuff.
Yeah. Tallying up all my modifiers, I'd say I'll give it like a 5.5. No, okay. It deserves at least a 6 for the shenanigans.
It had everything you wanted, Brian.
No, it didn't.
It had drama. It had excitement with Rick.
Okay, the Hurt Business stuff got repetitive, so kind of whatever there.
God, I hope.
But we did have some cool matches. So.
I hope they don't just drop the Ric Flair storyline.
You don't know how badly I actually want a segment where they're at the hospital to
yes!
the kid.
That, exactly,
God
yes!
Damn it.
No.
We need more stupid segments outside of the fucking arena.
Like I want there to be like a shot where like Rick is like looking in the window, you know where all the babies are at and shit, and like Rick is like losing his mind, taking off his coat,
like a nursery or something.
Yeah, like
elbow dropping the fucking floor, chopping a fucking
elbow
orderly.
dropping a fucking crib, dog.
Chopping an orderly or something.
God, handcuffing himself to one of the fucking like beds on there, like just losing his shit. Brian, come on, imagine all the fucking stupid shit that could happen.
I'll take that if you also take out of the ring Hurt Business shenanigans.
I want that.
Yes.
I didn't say no to that. I want that.
Yeah,
I want them to start appropriating stuff like hostile takeovers.
Yes.
Let's go.
Yes. Lucha House Party is now a subsidiary of the Hurt Business.
Oh, the subsidiary you've been taking over?
Yes.
Make it happen. Yes. I want a Latino branch of the Hurt Business.
But that's
damn it.
I don't have any final thoughts. I'm super hyped about dumb Ric Flair.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking hilarious. I don't even care.
That reminds me, I have to get an LWO shirt.
Oh man. But yeah, thank you for listening, everybody.
There you go.
Thank you for listening to the Off the Muta Scale Wrestling Podcast. You can find us on Apple, Spotify, Pandora, iHeartRadio, any other place you find your podcasts.
You can also find us on YouTube now, so if you want to listen to us there, go ahead, you filthy animals.
We also have a Patreon, so if you would like to support us, we would deeply, deeply appreciate it.
Yes, please. Again, thank you for listening.